Yes, thank you, Bante.
You're welcome.
Um, yes, thank you for the talk. So my question I put in the chat also is, if I have a angry if an angry thought arises, okay,
Right.
uh, I read a sutta that said that one way to deal with negative thoughts is to substitute a better thought. So if I have a thought, oh, I'm so angry at my wife, then uh, yes, it's true. You could think, oh, who is that angry thought? That's not me. But in this sutta that I'm thinking of, the solution was suggested to substitute an opposite thought. Like instead of thinking, oh, I'm so mad at my wife, just deliberately think, oh no, I'm not mad at her. I love her so much.
Right.
Is that what the Buddha said?
Damon, that's a really actually, it's not even a question. It's like bringing a good quote from Vitaka Santana Sutta, which is from Majjhima Canon, and there is a same like a sutta in the Dveda Vitaka. Like there are, that to overcome from some sort of defilements of the thoughts, Buddha is giving that and some ways, like those are the ways Buddha practiced when he was not attained to the Buddhahood. So yeah, that's one way, like bringing another wholesome thought and just uh, grounding our mind in that good wholesome thought instead of thinking that bad thought. That there is sometimes it may not work, so then we can, it is not the only way to do that. So as an example, if we are angry with someone we truly love and care, as an example to you, your wife, so yes, of course you can replace that with that. And there may be sometimes maybe can't, but there may be sometimes like even though you try to find a good thing which she or someone has done, at that time we fail to do that, that our anger is so thick and pain is so thick and it tries to take over our attention, and that the mind narrator is throwing some unpleasant thoughts. Like it started in the beginning, it's like it's so slight and okay, I don't think about that much, I'll let it go, but in the background it's still in the mind. So sometimes people cooking at that time, it right then that the thoughts, now the flooding little by little. When it comes to the bed, that the flooding, now that there that so many thoughts already flooded, and when next day morning, so there are so many thoughts and that so much anger in the heart, and there will be a point that the thoughts, the flooding, and that we can control, and it's like a bomb suddenly. So there may be times like that. So that one way is that's it, replacing with a good wholesome thought. But if it not work, there are some things like thinking the bad side of the thought pattern now I am carrying on. So this thought, Buddha saying like think like this: the thought pattern I'm carrying right now is not good for me and not good for others, because not good for me, I don't feel comfortable and happy and happiness. Not good for others because I'm thinking some bad side of someone else and I'm being angry and I bring at him and he don't also feel, he or she don't feel comfortable. And to the both parties, don't good for both parties, and this will lead me to the suffer by thinking like that and try to replace that. And there are the other ways, like focusing to some particular meditation, or sometimes Buddha saying if you really can't to deal with that at that time, like put so much effort and keep your place your mind in the wholesome thought. And also like for that there is another nice example which Buddha giving, but it's from an arahant called Nagasena, that asking a question where when we should start put the effort. That he's giving nice example to a king, the king Malin, he's Alexander's one of Greece king, asking the question and asking uh, when should the effort start. So then he's saying that, or I'm saying, if you want to arrange troops when other country or the other invaders ready to invade your country, you will fail. When you feel thirst at that time, you if you try to dig a well, you will fail. So you have to create wholesome thoughts before that. So likewise, we need to practice loving kindness. So any sort of concentration, focus, attention, samadhi or meditative level, then that the restless thoughts rising, there is a safe place where we can put our mind for sometimes at least an hour or so and cool down and bring our mind to a moment. So for your question, there are different ways Buddha has taught, and something related to samatha or focusing to a good wholesome quality, and the other is related to seeing through, like practicing the vipassana, seeing the anicca or seeing the impermanence and taking our mind out of that unwholesome thought pattern. Did you get it?
Yeah, yeah, that's great. Wow. Okay. Well, can you tell me the name of you said it's called Vitaka Sutta, so I can look at it again?
Right. One is Vitaka Santana,
Yeah.
uh, and the other one is Dveda Vitaka.
Okay, great.
So those two sutras are in, I think, next to the other also in Majjhima Canon.
Yes, yes. Thank you so much, Bante. Thank you.
Yeah, come.
Sadhu, sadhu.